Welcome to today's video. If you think you know Tucson's neighborhoods, think again. In this video, I'm gonna share with you some of the most unexpected and under the radar areas of Tucson. Neighborhoods with luxury, charm, history, even sustainability built right into the design. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, I'm gonna reveal one neighborhood that doesn't look anything like you would expect in the Southern Arizona desert. Think solar powered homes, walking trails, and community gardens. You're not going to want to miss it. Let's jump in. Hey, I'm Rich, and if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about lifestyle, real estate, and new builds in Tucson and the surrounding areas, you've come to the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the very first to learn everything that you want to know. Most people hear about places like Dove Mountain, Vail, even Oro Valley when they consider moving to Tucson. But there are so many neighborhoods that would surprise you. Neighborhoods that have an emphasis on unmatched location, incredible architecture, even hidden lifestyle perks that locals love and outsiders rarely hear about. All right, so first up, we're gonna jump into the Catalina Foothills area and specifically a small little pocket called Ventana Canyon. Now that is located here, takes up this whole area right up against the Santa Catalina mountain range, which is absolutely stunning. This is tucked into the Catalina Foothills with incredible desert and mountain views. This has the Ventana Canyon Golf and Racket Club as well. It's private, it's gated, it's exclusive, lots of resort style amenities in here as well. One thing that I love about this area is its proximity to Civano Canyon Rec area here. I was just out there hiking with some friends and even my little girls last weekend. And there was a little bit of water running, but it's just an incredible outdoor recreation area for the whole family. They have a lot of paved trails. They've got a big paved road that goes through the whole canyon all the way back. So if you don't want to deal with dirt and a lot of the critters, that's a great area. But they have a great bar here at Ventana Canyon called Flying V Bar and Grill. There's also El Charro Cafe, which is in this area as well. This being part of the Catalina Foothills area, it's very much an upscale, luxury focused area of Tucson. You've got La Encantada Shopping, which is going to be west over here. La Encantada is a beautiful outdoor mall, some very fine retail stores in there, some great restaurants. One of my favorite patios to sit on and eat is located at La Encantada Blanco's, which is upstairs. And they've got an incredible patio that overlooks the city. So great place for lunch or dinner out there. Yeah, the vibe in the Catalina Foothills and Ventana Canyon, luxury, lots of nature, a big emphasis on nature, privacy, views. It really is kind of a total escape out in this area. It's great for high-end buyers wanting serene views, peace, tranquility, and just that kind of resort style living. Now, next up, we're going to switch it up. We're going to head downtown Tucson, and we started with luxury. We're going to next jump over to a historic area, Armory Park in downtown Tucson. One of the coolest, most diverse neighborhoods in terms of architecture, craftsmanship. Man, drive down 4th Avenue here, and you can take some of these side streets and just count how many different styles of homes. You'll run out of fingers really, really quick. Single stories, 2 stories, mid-century moderns. You've got craftsmen. Man, you've got a wide range of different types of homes in Armory Park. I think because of its history, it's definitely one of the reasons that it's so special. Many of the homes in the late 1800s, early 1900s was when they were built. So you've got a ton of history and charm in these homes. one of the most walkable areas in all of Tucson, being located so close to downtown Tucson, which is kind of the epicenter of nightlife. And not just nightlife. It's you've got the Tucson Convention Center. So if you want to go walk and go see a show, a hockey game, it's one of the biggest. It's the biggest event center that we have. So one of the biggest event centers, I should say, that we have, Tucson Convention Center, the TCC. So lots of live entertainment there, tons of bars and restaurants. You got historic Congress, and the Cup Cafe. So great for a brunch, lunch, and then at night to go grab a drink if that's what you're into. But man, there's just so much to offer downtown, and you're also very close to 4th Avenue, which is filled with just a wide range of different types of little shops, restaurants, places to grab a bite or something cold to drink. You also have the University of Arizona. So, man, I can go on and on. We live near the University of Arizona, so this is kind of my backyard. It's definitely a cool spot. Very walkable, very active neighborhood association, and big part of preservation in the community as well. I talked with you a little bit about some of the restaurants, and there's a great breakfast spot called 5 Points Market, which is right here. Go check that out. Small, you got to get in early to get a spot, but definitely worth it if you can time it. Lots and lots of tree-lined streets, full of areas that are accommodating to bikes, bike paths, and just a ton of personality in downtown Tucson and Armory Park. So very fun, historic, urban spot to check out. Perfect for creatives or those who love walkable downtown urban living. All right, so next I'm going to take you a little bit north of the University of Arizona just to kind of get acclimated. You got the very University of Arizona here. We were downtown here in Armory Park, and we're going to shoot over here to Samos neighborhood. Now, I used to live in this neighborhood, and one of my favorite things about living in this neighborhood is I had a great sense of just community in this neighborhood. You've got lots of people walking, biking, walking dogs. There's several different little community parks around too. This park over here, this park here, Tahoe Park, Catalina Vista neighborhood has a couple parks as well. So I just felt like this neighborhood was very community oriented. Lots of diversity in the types of homes that they have. It's a quiet little pocket neighborhood near the University of Arizona. So you do have a mix of University of Arizona students, faculty, young working professionals, people with kids, retirees. You've got just a diverse range of all kinds of people living in this neighborhood, which I think makes it very interesting. And I really enjoyed living there. So if you're looking for that type of diversity, it's a great area to check out. Great for people who want central access without the noise necessarily of being downtown. A bit quieter, a little more out of the hustle and bustle of, say, downtown Tucson. Very close to the Rito Riverwalk, which is a huge thing here in Tucson. The loop, as they call it, over 130 miles of paved walking and biking trails. And you've got direct access right on Mountain, which is the main bike path north and south. Take Mountain all the way down, what's probably 2-3 miles, and you are to the bike path, which is here. So lots of convenience there being located next to that. Some of my favorite things about this neighborhood is it's got a lot of older homes, and because of that, you've got a wide range of different styles, from homes that have been fully renovated and have a very modern type of feel to other ones that, on the outside, they've been completely preserved, and maybe on the inside, they've got all new internals, new kitchens, baths, dining area, flooring, paint, all that good stuff. So lots of different diversities here in this Samos neighborhood, and I think that it's just positioned well. That it's on the north side of Grant, so you're probably not going to get as much emphasis on students, and so maybe a little less traffic, a little less, just a little less influence from students, from that large student body, but it's got lots of great restaurants here on this Campbell corridor. Great lunch spot is the Chop Shop, which is located on Grant and Campbell here. Great lunch spot for you guys looking for a quick, healthy bite. Beyond Bread, Prep and Pastry, all in this area. Trader Joe's not too far away. No HOA in Samos neighborhood, which is nice. And it just comes with lots and lots of charm. It's peaceful. I do think that it's understated for sure. Kind of a pocket that's not a whole lot of people, unless you're local and you know these neighborhoods really, really well. I don't know that that's a neighborhood that a whole lot of people target. Perfect for professors, hospital staff, Midtown lovers, faculty at the University of Arizona. Really, just if you like walkability, this can also be a great walkable location as well. All right, so next up, we're gonna zoom out from Samos and we're gonna head over to Barrio Viejo, which is somewhere over here. We go. Got a little disoriented. So Barrio Viejo, just south of downtown, one of the most historic barrios in southern Arizona, in Tucson. Let me just show you this picture. This is probably the best way to sum it up. Like, a lot of these shotgun style homes, bright colors, these original doors, just cool, super old homes. Barrio Viejo is just filled with colorful adobe homes, exactly like this picture. Lots of murals, lots of historic arts. And it's one of the oldest neighborhoods actually in Arizona. It absolutely oozes with character. As you walk through some of these neighborhoods, you can just feel that historic charm. As you're wondering, what this used to look like 100+ years ago, when none of the pavement was there, none of the asphalt was there. It was just dirt roads. Some of the local spots that are really, really fun to check out in this area: Barrio Brewing. It's a great brewery and kind of a grill that they have in this area, as well as Penka, which is another restaurant that is very tasty, very flavor forward place. I'm a foodie, so if you appreciate food, those are two areas. I'm giving you the inside scoop on some spots in this area that you definitely going to want to check out. Since it is located right next to downtown Tucson, it's very walkable. It also has quick access to the Mercado San Agustin here. One of the coolest outdoor little patios. They've got a coffee shop, a Mexican bakery in there, a little Mexican restaurant called Say's Kitchen, and then they have like a dinner spot called Agustin, I think it's called. I haven't actually. One of my friends helped open that when they opened, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. I don't know that he's affiliated with it anymore. I don't think he is, but that is a kind of an upscale dinner only type location, patio seating, indoor dining seating. But the Mercado San Agustin, awesome spot. You could bike very easily over here. You can walk down there. So very walkable, outdoor, lots of walkable things to do if you like to walk and get outdoors. Now, because this is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Arizona, as you would imagine, this is going to be a very authentic feeling. You've got some of the oldest real estate in Arizona in this neighborhood. And so because of that, there's a lot of authenticity. You've got a lot of creative people, creative murals, all sorts of cool stuff. Really ideal for people who appreciate culture and community. Now, next up, we're going to be taking a look at some historic mansions. This area is so cool. And as a quick reminder, as I get over there on the map, I've been living in Tucson. My family's been in Tucson for over 150 years. I've been working professionally as both a real estate appraiser and a real estate agent for over 15 years. And in that time, I've helped over 2,000 people just like you buy or sell a home. So let's get connected. If you're looking to buy today or even a year from today, grab my contact information out of the description below. I'll put it on screen here, but let me be that local expert that have a strong family tie here in Tucson as well as a very strong real estate professional tie here in Southern Arizona as well. All right, so next up, we're heading over to El Encanto Estates. Now, this has got to be just probably one of the most unique neighborhoods because it is just like it's in the description or the name of the neighborhood. It is filled with estates. These are right in the middle of Tucson. It doesn't get much more central, and this is El Encanto right here. These estates are large for central Tucson. I was going to try to get just an aerial so that I could show you. That's obviously not how we do it. Give me just a second here. Layers. So, El Encanto, oh man, it took me back. Okay, let's see if I can find it this way. University of Arizona, I know it's there. So here we go. I can always tell because of the little circle. So this is El Encanto Estates. And as you can see, this is pretty typical in southern or in central Tucson. You can see how closely together those lots are. Here's El Encanto Estates. Large houses, really beautiful tree lines, boulevards and streets, grand estates, lots of different styles from Spanish, Mission, even colonial architecture in through here. It is really one of Tucson's first really luxurious locations in central Tucson. And many of these homes are very historic. They're very old. A lot of them have been updated, remodeled at various different phases too. So lots and lots of diversity. If you're looking for central luxury and a historic area, you really can't get better than El Encanto Estates. Man, some of Tucson's most notable politicians, dignitaries, business people, you name it, the who's who of the time, have probably owned real estate in here. And because it's located so central, you really have all of the convenience. It feels like when you're going through this neighborhood, it does not feel like you're right in the middle of the city. It definitely feels like you've got, especially if you're comparing to a lot of these other neighborhoods, much smaller lots, much higher density. So it's right next to Reed Park. It's right next to Randolph Golf Course as well, and the zoo, which is located here. So this is Randolph Golf Course here. You've got High Corbett Field where the University of Arizona baseball plays. You've got Reed Park Zoo here. And then you've got all of these just recreational areas. They got dog parks in here, picnic areas. So this is a great park right in here. If you're a golfer, they've got that course here for you. You've got Walmart, Target, you got a movie theater. This is El Con Mall right here, just to the east. So very close to everything. It's minutes to some of my favorite restaurants: Blue Willow, Tumarico, and Broadway Village Dining. There's a ton of stuff here on Broadway as well. This is great for runners. Actually, since I live pretty close to El Encanto, I'm running through all of these streets, including El Encanto. One of my favorite legs of a run that oftentimes I'll make to get to from our house to Reed Park, where I can run around this big park here. But love running through that neighborhood. Lots of space. So if you need some extra space for kiddos or whatever you would need space for, it definitely is a great place to accommodate that as well. All right, so next up, we're gonna head from El Encanto here, and we're gonna go back to another luxury area, part of the Catalina Foothills area. We're gonna go into Shadow Hills. Shadow Hills located here, Orange Grove, Oracle Road here, Campbell here. This is this belt here from Sunrise Skyline, this road, to River Road here, and then Oracle all east. This is all considered the Catalina Foothills area. Shadow Hills, one of the coolest neighborhoods because it's been established for quite some time. It's right in the heart of the Catalina Foothills. There are so many different styles of homes. And many of these homes have lots of privacy, incredible views. Most of them have pools and great backyards. This Shadow Hills in Northwest Foothills, you get custom homes on larger lots. Most of them do not have an HOA, which is nice. I think for a lot of people, having no HOA is definitely a big bonus. It's secluded, it's upscale, and it's still close to a lot of conveniences. You got the conveniences in Catalina Foothills, but also you take First Avenue and you shoot down south. You're right here. You got Trader Joe's, the Tucson Mall. You've got everything at your fingertips here in central Tucson as well. So I do think that location, it just nails it. If you're looking for that luxury, being outside of the city a little bit more, this is a much bigger area than El Encanto. So you've got a larger footprint that makes up Shadow Hills. It's a quick drive to Tohono Chul Park, which is a very, very popular park. You got Pima Canyon Trail just north over here. Incredible trailhead. Finger Rock Trailhead as well. Another incredible hike. So for your outdoor enthusiasts, great spot to check out as well. And then Casas Adobes Plaza, which is located here. So lots and lots of conveniences. This neighborhood is private, it's relaxed, it's quiet. It's great for those who want space, who want views, who want privacy, freedom. Just I think it really nails those categories. And because of that, I thought it belonged on this list. All right, so zooming back out, we're gonna head to a different area, not luxury this time. This is going to be in central Tucson in an area called Poet Square in San Clemente. Now, I know this area pretty well because this is where my very first house that I ever bought was located, in Poet Square. We still own that house. It's a rental. Man, I lived there for 5 or 6 years. Loved it. So it's got a special place in my heart because as probably if you can remember buying your first house, it's just that pride of ownership. So Poet Square, you got lots of red brick homes, lots of curb appeal in this neighborhood as well. Strong neighborhood community, lots of tree-lined streets and mature landscaping, which, I mean, from a street appeal, like that's really hard to duplicate. Mature landscaping does so much, especially in an area like Poet Square where virtually every house is really well kept and just kind of brings the whole vibe of the neighborhood up. It's often overlooked, but it is super, super livable. Lots of conveniences because of where it's located in central Tucson. Outdoors stuff to do, tons. You've got Reed Park, which we talked about, right next to it here, not too far away. When we lived there, I would oftentimes run from there. It was much, much shorter of a run from our neighborhood there to this big park. But here's a little insider scoop. This park is 1 mile by 1 mile by 1 mile by 1 mile. And there is a dedicated path. Well, there's a dedicated path on 3/4 of this. This is the only leg you're running on an actual sidewalk. But the rest of it, you have a big, 8-foot wide running biking path. So that's where I did most of my marathon training, a lot of it, going around going around this park, man, seeing the same thing. Got to go for the big runs, you got to do 4 or 5 laps to get the 23 mile runs in. But I know this park well, and this neighborhood here, Poet Square, I think it's very underrated for sure. So it's near Reed Park. It's near High Corbett, which is where the University of Arizona Wildcats play baseball. It's near Elkhorn Mall, which has a lot of conveniences as well, which we talked about with El Encanto Estates. Rocco's Little Chicago just recently moved, but that is a staple in Tucson on Broadway. In this area, Rocco's is definitely a spot that you want to check out. They moved just recently, not too far away. No, that's not it. Anyway, Rocco's Little Chicago. Go check that out. Incredible cuisine there. Bisbee Breakfast Club, one of my all-time favorites. Little secret about me: one of my favorite dining experiences is a breakfast diner. Like, no frills. I'm talking standard breakfast: scrambled eggs, toast, bacon, sausage, coffee. I don't know why. I just love it. So Bisbee Breakfast Club is that classic diner feel. They actually have a pretty decent lunch menu as well. But Bisbee Breakfast Club is located here on Broadway and Country Club. Yeah, right over here. So not too far away at all. And this place is nostalgic. It's a very historic area in Tucson. A lot of the homes are older. And because of that, it's got a lot of nostalgia. It's very central. It's very friendly to really a diverse range of ages. It's ideal for first-time home buyers because there is a lot of affordability in this neighborhood as well. And if you're a fan of mid-century, then this is an incredible area to check out. Now, before I mention the solar-powered village that I was hinting at earlier, drop in the comments which of these neighborhoods seems to be the most exciting to you. And I'd love to just find out from my audience what you guys are enjoying and which one seems to be the most intriguing. All right, so last but not least is a neighborhood called Civano. Civano is a very little known neighborhood in Vail, and it's out east, so it's part of the Vail School District. So this is Civano. Man, it even looks different. Just check that out. So we're on Houghton Road. We're closer to I-10. East Tucson, just to orient, you got East Tucson here. You got Davis-Monthan Air Force. We got the boneyard here where they store all those planes. You got Davis-Monthan Air Force Base here. So sorry if I'm moving kind of fast. We're out east. Houghton is one of the furthest roads east in Tucson. One of the major north-south thoroughfares on the east side of Tucson. So you're about as far east as generally Tucson would be, and Civano is this area here. Now, a couple cool things, lots of cool things about Civano. Master plan community with an emphasis on sustainability. It has a village style layout. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Solar homes. It's got lots of native landscaping for low maintenance and just fitting in with the local landscape. And it really has a true focus on community, energy efficiency, and walkability through the neighborhood. Fantasy Island Bike Park is located right across the street. If you are a mountain biker, this is what's considered Fantasy Island here. I love to take my mountain bike out. Gets me a couple hours of nature, good exercise. Fantasy Island is a great spot that is a local favorite for sure. So that's very close. Saguaro National Park East is also very close. Saguaro National Park out here. Lots of different trailheads. Loma Verde Trailhead, Tinker Verde Ridge Trailhead. So just kind of acclimating you to where you're at. But, this area just has an incredible layout. These streets are very quiet. They have these great little parks. They even have little shops in here. Our sweet little cakery. I think they have some cafes and coffee shops. It is like its own little village in here. You've got community parks, pools. You've got a community garden here, so you can do some community gardening. You've got a little eye care center. And so over the years, some of these commercial tenants have changed hands, but this is just like a cool little village all in and on itself here. Pretty high density. A lot of these homes are fairly large, but they're kind of shotgun style. These lots, some of them are very skinny, but they've got they're pretty deep. Some of the homes are a little bit larger, as you can see in here. But the landscaping in here, you got to drive through this neighborhood, park somewhere, and just walk around. You're going to get a sense of how quiet it is. You've got this Civano nursery over here, which is a commercial, like garden commercial area. So that's, you're not gonna be able to plant your community garden stuff there, but they've got you taken care of here. I would definitely encourage you. This is probably one of the most unique neighborhoods in Tucson that I've been in. And it does cater to a wide range of, relatively wide range of prices. You're not going to get high-end luxury in here, but you're not going to get super affordability in here either. But you do have a great middle ground, from right around the average price point in Tucson to, I'd say 20, even 30% above the average price point in Tucson. So the demand in Civano has remained very, very high as well. When homes come up in Civano, they don't stay on the market very long at all. It definitely has kind of a fan favorite following for homes in here. So Civano, check it out. There you go. Now you know all of the hidden gems in Tucson, what makes them special, and some of my local perspective on all of those as well. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up. Helps me, helps the channel, helps us understand what you enjoy and what we want to make more of. As a final reminder, if you're planning on making a move in the next 12 months, grab my contact information. You can grab it from the description in this video below, or I'll put it on screen right here for ease and convenience. Would love to get connected with you and answer any questions that you might have along the way. Until next time, I hope to see you around the neighborhood. Thanks for watching.